Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Marks from TCG Discussions coming at you with an OP11 card reveal today. We're going to go over the alt leaders, their effects if we haven't covered them yet, with a leader reveal / market watch, SRs, rares, commons, and SCRs that have been spoiled and leaked. So stay tuned and enjoy. Starting out the gate, we're going to look at this Snake Man Luffy alt art leader. We haven't covered him, so we'll read his effect. It's a 3 life, blue purple, 6,000 power Straw Hat Crew type character, or leader, I should say. You may activate this effect at the start of your turn. If you have 8 or more Dawn, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, reveal 1 Straw Hat Crew type card and add it to your hand, and place the remaining cards at the top or bottom of your deck in any order. This is going to be an insanely good effect. Once you get to 8 Dawn, it's going to be about ramping to this, but if you can get to this early, this is literally drawing 2 cards every turn, stacking things the way that you want. And on top of it, it's going to be really strong with the 9-cost Sanji and obviously Straw Hat Crew, so he's going to be able to play Gum Gum Giant. I like this leader effect. It's going to be very good. Next, also one of probably the most hyper competitive leaders I think that they've made. This is like power creep to 010 on steroids. Kobe, red black leader, 4 life, 5,000 power, Navy sword. So red black is not a very good combination, but depending on how they make the sword type characters, this actually could be pretty good. So your sword type characters can attack characters the turn they are played. This means every single sword character is gonna get Corda Coliseum Rush, which is insane. I think that this is like literally one of the best effects you could print on a card. Now, again, it depends on the sword type characters that they print, but based on the SCR, if they're anywhere in the power realm that they printed for the Kobe SCR, it's gonna be very, very good. And additionally, it has another effect. Once per turn, when one of your Navy type characters with an original power of 7,000 or less is removed from play by your opponent's effect, instead you may place 3 cards from your trash at the bottom of your deck in any order. Now, this is crazy for a number of reasons. So immediately I think of Sengoku and Brennu, and they're both black. They're Navy searchers. All sword characters are also going to be Navy / sword. So we already have 2 searchers in Sengoku and Brennu basically put cards in the trash. The 7,000 or less protection is a little bit but what is extremely powerful is that this is against all removal. So bottom decking, lifing, KO. This, you can blanket protect all of them. And the way this reads, I think it's going to work a lot like the Sabo effect, where you can cover all of your characters to like a 10-cost Kaido board wipe pop effect. So I think it's going to be very, very strong depending on, again, the sword characters that they print and the power and the effects written on the cards. Next is OP11 Nami. Not a lot to say about this. It's a gorgeous Nami. We've done a video review of her already and some cards that you should be looking to possibly pick up. So if you want to see that, go check out my previous video. This Nami leader, I like that she's holding her Thunderbolt Tempo Pole, and I kind of wish there was a Zeus Cloud in the background. But I think that she has some severe competitive viability if the support for her is strong. One of the cards that is revealed is actually very, very good for her. Actually, I think both of them are actually pretty good. So we'll see what she can do. But actually, I think there's 3. There's 3 that are spoiled and revealed. But she's going to be based on that support because the current card pool for her is kind of mid. But I think that depending on the combination, the right combination, that's what it's gonna take to make this leader super duper strong. So Jinbei, ignore the pick collage watermark here. I couldn't find an alt leader that wasn't a part of this collage that had like all of them. So here we go, but this is his alt art. I think it looks pretty good. Jinbei, green leader, 5 life, 5,000 power, Fishman / Straw Hat Crew. At the end of your turn, if you have 6 or less cards in your hand, set up to one of your Fishman or Merfolk type characters, and up to 1 Dawn is active. This is okay. The problem is that this 1 Dawn active, if there was like a Gum Gum Giant-esque effect, that would be good. I'd like this effect a lot, but they're gonna have to be careful with that. And setting up your Fishman as active, we're gonna need some strong Fishman and Merfolk for this to be like really good, like a really strong blocker. But yeah, we'll have to see. But this is his alt leader. Not bad at all. Charlotte Katakuri, probably the most hyped one that people are looking forward to. Mono purple leader, 5 life, 5,000 power, Big Mom Pirates type. When attacking or when opponent attacks once per turn, Dawn -1, look at the top card of your opponent's deck, then give this leader 1,000 power for the battle. Now, this is also going to be one of those cards that's dependent on support, but immediately Charlotte, Pudding, and Kid are really strong because if you have Kid and Pudding on the board, this Dawn minus effect from the leader is literally a ramp 1 active, which is like really good. The other thing is that there is an Oven card that we'll look at here in a bit that also kind of supports him. But the issue is that this is on both players' turns, so you'll go a net even if you ramp one with Kid and Pudding and then go back to this. So it's not like you're hyper ramping. You're going to need an additional ramp to compensate for this. Again, it depends on his support, but this could be very, very strong. And based on the rare Big Mom that we got revealed and spoiled, I think that this, for him to be very good, they're going to need to probably print something that gives you Dawn back on your opponent's turn. And Black Maria, for sure, is probably about to go to the moon. OP11, Shirahoshi Alt Art Leader, this is her. She is a green yellow leader, 5 life, 5,000 power, mermail, merfolk / fisherman island. She cannot attack, that's what this first line is. And then activate May once per turn. You may rest one of your Dawn and flip the top card of your life face up. You may place one character with the Sea King type or up to one Megalo character on the board with a cost less than the total Dawn on your board. Now, this is all dependent on how good you can get characters into your life. This is also extremely dependent, right, on whether or not you can have powerful bombs and revealing these cards and playing them out of your life. Taking your life away to play something to the board needs to be like really strong. Law is a perfect example of this, but she can't attack and Law can. So there's like some things that we're gonna have to take a look at, and Law's natural supernova package is super aggressive, so we'll see. But this is her ult leader, and I think that she looks gorgeous in this. Onto the OP11 Nami SR, 5 cost, 6,000 power, Straw Hat Crew with 1,000 counter. She has blocker, and then on play, if your leader is multicolored, draw 3 cards and place 2 from your hand on the top or bottom of your deck in any order. This is actually already really strong for Nami because you're going to be able to filter cards to your hand and then get bricks out of your hand. So this is just like more consistency for her on top of it. But this is also going to play very well with the Luffy leader to be able to filter ramp cards to your hand, filter other cards that are just like very good in general. And set yourself up for Sanji on the following turn. And having this 5/6 blocker, I think it's going to be very good. Jinbei, 6 cost, 8,000 power, Fisherman Island, Sun Pirates. I'm not sure if like Straw Hat's on this card. Wouldn't be shocked if it's not, but I can't read all the interpretation of this. I'm just trusting that the source that I got this from is correct. But on play, if your leader has the Fishman or Merfolk type, rest up to one of your opponent's characters with 5 or less, and then activate main. Up to one of your Fisherman or Wolf characters can attack the same turn of the plate. So this is true rush. I think it can choose itself based on what I'm reading, and so he can choose himself. This is a 6/8 rush that rests a 5 or less. I think that's pretty good. I think this is a very, very strong 6/8, and I like it a lot. Sanji, 6 cost, 7,000 power, Vince McFamily / Straw Hat Crew. No counter, and there's no counter, I believe, for the Jinbei one either. When this character is KO'd by an opponent's effect, lay the top 5 cards of your deck, play up to one character with a Straw Hat type and a cost of 5 or less, onto the field, and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So with the Luffy, this doesn't play it on top or bottom, which is kind of okay, it's fine. I mean, they had to have something that's balanced. But this can play the Nami off the top, which is really broken. This is basically then going to be like a draw 3, stack 2. And then to top it off, on play, you can return a character with an original 5,000 power or less to its owner's hand. Now, this effect, okay, right here for the on play, immediately makes me think of Marco. Now, you're not going to be able, well, actually, this is generic. If this effect is true, this is generic. So this card makes me think of Marco right away, because even though it returns the original power, you're going to get this filter, and then you're going to get the Nami filter on top of it, which is like really good. And it's a good 6/7. Also, this is a counter to be KO'd by effects. So this is already an anti-black tech for blue. Now, the return effect is obviously going to be the original power, so the Marco effect's not going to be there. But with Marco's effect, you can stack the Nami on top, and then if this gets KO'd by an effect, you can just guarantee that the Nami's there basically every turn while this card's there, which is just really strong. So that's kind of where I was thinking with Marco, and then obviously this is going to be good in both Nami and the Luffy. Big Mom, rare, Charlotte Linland, purple, 10 cost, 12,000 power, Big Mom Pirates, rush. If your leader has the Big Mom Pirates type, this character gains rush. Already a stupid card. This is way better than Buggy. Buggy has Red Rock effect written into it. This card is a 10-12 rush, which is just crazy. And it's purple in the color of Ram. So we're getting to this card very quickly. On opponent's attack, once per turn, Dawn -5, you may declare a cost, reveal one card from the top of your opponent's deck. If the revealed card has the same cost as the declared cost, give up to one of your leaders plus 2,000 power for the turn. So with Katakuri, what does this mean? Katakuri leader effect, okay? You will then look at the top card, reveal what it is, you get to look at it. It's 1,000 for the battle. Then you'll Dawn -5. So you Dawn minus for the Katakuri ability, so that's 1 down. Then you'll Dawn -5 more. Declare the cost of the card that's at the top of the deck, reveal that off the top of your opponent's deck, and then give Katakuri another 2,000 power, but this is permanent for the turn, making him a 7k leader. This is a free 3k, making him 8k for that one battle without costing a single card in hand. This value is crazy because it also will make him a 7 for the turn, right? For the turn. That is actually nuts, okay? This is a broken card. The only thing that is iffy is this Dawn -5, and this is where Black Maria will come in. Black Maria right now is the only real way to get this effect every turn. That's the only real way. If they print something that will return Dawn on your opponent's turn, this Katakuri leader will be immediately a meta threat to everybody. Being a base 7k all the time is stupid. I mean, it's just crazy. And we can ramp to this. We can ramp. That's why this is so broken. It's why it's so broken. So this is an insanely busted support card depending on the extra support that he gets. But Black Maria is probably going to shoot, like, ult is probably going to shoot to like $50 because of this rare. On to the secret rares. This is the spicy stuff right here. So Monkey D. Luffy, he's mono blue, 8 cost, 8,000 power, straw crew type, no counter. He has rush inherent to him. So it's an 8/8 rush, which is already good for Nami because what it's going to mean for dealing damage and getting that draw. This is also an anti-Blackbeard card, okay? When attacking, you may discard one card from your hand and return up to one character at the cost of 4 or less to the owner's hand. Then give up to one of your Rested Dawn to your leaders or characters. So let me spell this out. This means Burgess is just getting bounced to the hand as soon as this card comes down. And additionally, this discard card effect from hand is free with Nami because if this deals damage, you're going to be able to draw a card. So it's basically like this is free. It's when attacking, so Blackbeard can't negate this. Additionally, it gives one Rested Dawn to the leader, which procs her effect on their turn. This is a truly amazing card for Nami. This is one of the cards that I needed to kind of see if whether or not she could be really good. This is really broken. This is also generic. This is not locked to like a Straw Hat Crew type. So blue now has a 8/8 rusher that can answer Burgess. If Boa didn't have already enough like control, which for the record, in Boa this is crazy because she can draw if she has a low enough hand size while rushing somebody down. This SCR is wonderful for blue. What a boon. And I think that this is one of the kind of cards that I need to see for Nami to be really good because this ability to have the effect automatically attached to her through this is really strong. This also will make your purple blue Luffy leader a 7k. Kobe. This is the most broken card that I think that I've seen today so far. So blacked, 0 counter, 9,000 power, 8 cost, Navy/sword. On play, up to one of your characters can attack one of your opponent's active characters this turn. So on top of having a core to Coliseum effect, this is granting characters the ability to have the 7 Luffy effect to attack active. It can also give it to itself, okay? And notice it says one of your characters. It doesn't say any type of character. This is anything on the board. That is bonkers, okay? Then when attacking, you may return 2 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. Give your leader or up to one of your characters 1,000 power into the end of your opponent's next turn. Oh my lord. Now we're a 6k. We can be a 6k leader. This is a truly incredible card. 8/9 rush against characters. This card can attack over any character that you want. At 10 Dawn, this is an 11 swing over anything. Additionally, let's talk about like Brennu versus Rebecca, right? You can give Brennu the ability to attack an active character if it was already played on the previous turn, and you can attack over like a low blocker like Shirahoshi or Rebecca, and then swing at something else. This is truly a crazy card, and it's support like this that I want to see. And then this plus 1,000 effect is just, oh man, it's just great. Next we have Peacock. She's a red character, 1 cost, 0 power, Navy/sword. So already we're looking at some good stuff. 1,000 counter, 0 power means the rush effect for this isn't going to be very good unless the card has 0 power, right? So what I'm thinking is like Peacock versus like Momonosuke, for example, would be pretty good. Or Otama if she's like rested, like with off of like You Can Be My Samurai. So this would be like strong into that, for example. 1000 counter on play. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal to one Navy card among them other than Peacock and Knight here in the place of the rest of the bottom deck in any order. So already we have Sengoku, we have this, and we have Brinu. The guy has literally 12 searchers with counter in the deck already, which is hyper consistent. And then activate main, we would trash this character, give it to one of your characters 1000 power for the turn. With the Kobe effect and this effect, you make the character a 12 rush swing at anything if this is already on the board. So this is like a really, really strong searcher. A little bit of power creep here, but there's no power on the searcher, so it's a little bit fair and balanced in that regard. Next, OP11 Neptune, 5 cost, 7000 power, 0 counter, Merfolk Fishman Island. On play, if your leader Shirahoshi, you may turn the top of your life cards face down, draw 2 cards, and discard 1 card from your hand. Not bad. Yeah. Not bad. Zeus, everyone is like super hype about this card. It's a yellow, OP11, 2 cost, 2000 power, 2000 counter, so it's a 2k. And then on play, you may add 1 card from the top or bottom of your life to your hand, KO to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 5. Anel did not need this card, and neither did like anything else. This is immediately better than like Gedatsu. Like this is just outright better than Gedatsu in like so many ways, man. You can't get starved. You're just gonna get to KO 5 cost. I mean, this card is crazy, bro. This card is just completely crazy. Charlotte Oven, 4 cost, 5000 power, Big Mom Pirates type, 1000 counter. Activate main, you may rest this character. Declare the cost of choice and reveal the top card of your opponent's deck. If the real cost is the same cost as the declare cost, KO to one of your opponent's cost of 3 or less, and then add up to 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and rest it. So if you swing activate leader effect to make it 6, you're going to Dawn minus, okay? And then you're going to activate this effect, rest him. Declare the cost because you can look at your opponent's deck, and then you're going to KO a 3 or less, and you're going to get your Dawn back, which is good. This is a very good effect. Now, if you had done this with Kid, like if like this Kid and Pudding are on the board, you're going to get your Dawn back from the Pudding and the Kid, and then on top of it, you're going to get your Dawn back here. So this is going to be like literally like a ramp too, which is really good. On top of Black Maria, like we can see how the 10 cost can be like pretty annoying. Capone Gang Veggie, 1 cost, 2000 power. This says 2000 counter. It should be 1000 counter. Fire Tank Pirates of Supernova. On play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal to 1 Fire Tank Pirates or Straw Hat type crew with a cost of 2 or more and add it to your hand and place at the bottom of your deck in any order. This is exciting for 2 reasons. It's a Straw Hat Searcher and it's a Fire Tank. So maybe we're going to get a Veggie leader at some point. So that's pretty exciting. It's probably going to be a blue-yellow Veggie leader if I had to guess between like this and like what Veggie already is. I don't know. There's also a green Veggie, so it could be green. But either way, I think it's pretty good. And then Vinsmoke Judge, 6 cost, 8000 power. Vinsmoke Family, Germa 66, 0 counter. And activate main once per turn. You may discard 1 card. All of your characters with Germa 66 type gain 1000 power during this turn. This card's pretty mid for Reiju, if I'm honest with you. Like the other judges, like just like objectively better. But it is an annoying card because it is going to give like everything a boost on the board. But I'm not really sure you want to commit 6 Dawn and Reiju just to play this card. So it's going to be interesting. And then lastly, we have a Shirahoshi promo, 4 cost, 0 power, 1000 counter, Fishman Island / Merfolk. On play, select 1 5 or lower Sea King or Fishman Island type characters from your hand. Then activate main, you may rest this character up to one of your Sea King type characters can attack on the turn it's played. So this is pretty good, depending again on the support around it and what it can do. And this is an activate main, so this is going to get under Blackbeard's effect, which I think is pretty good. So that pretty much does it for that. Thanks you guys so much for watching as always. Let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite alt leader is and what you're excited for playing in OP11. I think that I can't wait for more reveals to see what the other SRs do, and we'll be updating things as we go along. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. It's Marcus and TCG Discussions signing off. Laters.